So I hadn't realized that the mic was still turned off at this stage, but we just left Deben now and we're heading towards Hotazel, which was going to be a first time for us, and it was a 57 kilometer drive to reach Hotazel. The fortunate thing is that it's only about 5 minutes until I realized that I turned the mic off, so you'll only have about a 5-minute session of us doing voiceovers. But it was a very interesting road that we were traveling on right now.
It might not be a bad thing that the mic was turned off here, because we were going on quite a bit about this road, which everyone warned us about. It's a supposed tar road between Deben and Hotazel. We opted for it instead of the gravel road, and I think it will probably go down as the worst tar road we've ever been on.
Not probably, it was the worst road that we travelled on. You could see the opposite side of the road had fresh tar on it, so that was okay, but the way we were heading towards Hotazel was a disaster.
And there were quite a few side tippers and big trucks on, and clearly no overtaking. We got to the Mama Tuan mine here, as you can see, and I was reading from Google that the open cut Mama Tuan mine started operating more than half a century ago with the underground Vessels mine following a few years later. But what blew our minds is that we read that the manganese-rich Kalahari Basin in the country's Northern Cape is home to 80% of the world's manganese ore body. We were quite impressed by that. You remember?
I remember now.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's quite wild, yes. So no wonder we see manganese trucks everywhere.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah. But this was a big setup, yeah.
Yeah, and there were so many side tippers and stuff on the road that we weren't able to pull over, because then we would get stuck behind those who gave way earlier.
Yes.
So we just filmed like this in passing. Oh, this was a wild road. I'm sorry. It's a wild road.
Crazy. These trucks are heavy. But fortunately, they weren't going fast.
And they did make way.
Yeah, they did. But I was really impressed with this setup, yeah.
The size of it, we don't know what all the structures were. We always wish we could get closer to a mine, but obviously we can't.
This was now very interesting, where we came across the maintenance being done on the railroad system. Now, I think the railroad system over here works really well with the mine in transporting all the manganese through to Port Elizabeth. That's one of those trucks. So it's the railway system and the trucks together transporting all this stuff.
Yeah, I was very impressed. We have never seen such extensive maintenance being done on railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And this Hotazel sign is pointing to the mine, but no worries.
Now, I must say the equipment they use while maintaining these tracks is incredible. Like highly sophisticated stuff.
Yeah, it was cool to see. This was our first time.
Look at this thing sliding along, which moves the sleepers.
Still cool to see.
Yep. Now, looking at this, I thought this must be some type of a silo with a conveyor belt which takes the iron ore into that silo. I might be wrong. That's just what I thought it looks like.
Very long conveyor, hey?
Yeah.
And when we say iron ore, we use it interchangeably with the manganese.
Yes.
Because we don't really know which is which.
With a difference, yeah. Now we're behind a truck again with the dust.
Oh, this is an impressive structure.
How's this? On his horseback. Busy road. Hotazel.
Welcome to Hotazel, South 32. This is I think the name of the mining company.
Ah, okay.
It's manganese country.
Big time, eh?
We are deep in the Kalahari Desert. That looks conspicuously like a station.
Definitely, and we're going to cross tracks here. And all these tracks are active, eh?
Yes. It was so good to see them working on the lines.
Yes. So we know that we've seen these trains all along going down to Port Elizabeth with the manganese on them.
Yes.
Where was that one that we stopped at?
Scumby?
Scumby, yes, there it was.
Look at that iron ore.
Yep.
Or is that manganese?
That's manganese.
Okay.
The Hotazel police station.
Yes. Reverse parking only.
That's for a quick getaway.
Listen, I never knew Hotazel was a mining town.
Neither did I. Had no idea. And
And
it's just mining
It
vehicles.
very clearly is. So, you know, the first time I saw the name Hotazel on paper, I thought it was a German name like Hotazel or something like that. I had no idea that it was Hotazel. I'm quickly going to read about the name,
Okay.
seeing that I'm there. They say the story goes that a team of land surveyors stayed in the area sometime in 1915 and deemed the place to be as hot as hell. Reportedly, they staged a raucous party out in the dunes one night and dubbed the spot Hotazel.
And that stuck.
The farm that was established here took on the name of Hotazel, as did the little village that was registered at this location. Wow, so cool.
Look at these sports fields.
Yeah, it's such a big mining town.
I had no idea.
So, recreation club, sports facilities, main guest house, mini guest house. Okay. And I shall say that I did try and find accommodation here.
Yes.
Because you wanted to stay over here. And it's so expensive.
Yeah. It is way above our budget.
Definitely.
I thought it was a tiny little place.
Same here.
later.
Yeah, we'll come back. I just saw the sign.
Look at this. This is for the preschool.
Nice and green, hey?
Beautiful. This is preschool, school. I think it's the whole sports facility here.
Are the teeny ones playing chess? They are, because look at the tiny pieces. And as we always see in the mining towns is the loads of sponsors.
Yes, yes.
Is it at the schools? Is this a school, you think?
Hotazel College.
Okay.
But what's nice is that these facilities are so well kept, neat. They are
This
used.
is an incredible place.
Yeah.
I think I even saw a trailer that said Hotazel Hotel School.
Wow.
There are children playing on playground equipment.
So maybe they call
Maybe
it
it's a maybe. Oh, babe. Love the trees.
Is this the church? I think this is the church, but it's locked. Yeah, that's Reformed Church.
How cool. Dutch Reformed Church Kalahari congregation.
Yes.
See what they call it? Sinners Hospital.
That's cute.
This is the Reformed Church, Dyneveld.
Oh, in the house. It's interesting.
Unless it's their offices. No, it looks like that's the church.
The church, yeah.
Really not sure. Very neat.
It is neat, eh?
Yes.
I must say, fortunately, it's not as hot as hell over here today.
No. And Hotazel isn't one of the hottest places,
No,
ironically.
just the name stuck.
I did read something about the average temperature here. They say weather charts for the area register 37 degrees on the top end of the scale and a chilly 3 degrees at the bottom.
Okay, so it gets cold.
Uh-huh.
It's typical desert, eh?
Middle of the winter. Very neat.
They don't have speed bumps, they have speed dips.
Does the same job. The reservoirs.
Yeah. And have a look at those reservoirs. They are massive.
They are on high, eh?
To supply the whole town, yeah. This is the pump station. So they pump the water up to the reservoirs and then the whole town gets water from the reservoirs.
Does it say Charles Pump Station, I think?
Yeah, they are high, eh?
Different types of housing here again now.
Yeah. Might be the newer area.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Those were like square type houses.
Yes.
They definitely seem the older ones to me. Yeah, this looks much newer.
You know what I noticed? That one house had electric fencing around.
Okay.
That's surprising.
That's interesting. I haven't seen it.
It's the
They
only
all
house.
have walls.
Yeah, but it's the only house that I see that's got electric fence on top of the wall. There's another one. Strong wind blowing.
see. I suppose it's up to each person to protect and safeguard their house the way they see fit.
Exactly.
Definitely many more without.
Yeah.
So essentially it is a mining town.
Oh, definitely. Definitely a mining town. What I find interesting is they're getting fiber. I can see these reels here next to the road, and there's excavations everywhere.
That's great.
They're definitely getting up to date with fiber.
Connected.
Yep. That's the old reservoir, I'm sure. With a pump station and everything.
You know, that's one thing I haven't been able to find is how old the town is.
Oh, you can see where they're excavating.
Here's the answer to one of our questions.
Yes.
The reason for the founding of the town of Hotazel was that a water diviner seeking an underground stream
Yeah.
found manganese-bearing black rock here, and a mining company then bought the farm. You would
Okay.
still find a black rock mine in the vicinity. I saw a board.
Okay, that's interesting. So this house burnt down, that's for sure. You can see that roof is so unsafe now.
I wonder if it was gas or something. Wow.
Okay, I just confirmed that it definitely is fiber.
Oh, with a technician.
Yes.
I hope I can find how old the town is. It's in the same John Taolo Gaetsewe district municipality.
Okay.
Nice sports fields.
Very nice.
Nice and green. I'm sure this is probably utilized very often.
Oh yeah. Well kept.
Okay, so the recreation club, I think, is down here.
Yes, that's where we
Where
headed.
we can turn. Oh, are you headed there now?
Yes.
Right.
What's the
Stop a bit.
Recreation Club?
There they show everything they have.
Okay.
Restaurant, conference room, swimming pool.
It works.
Oh, is there a car behind
Yes.
you?
Wow.
So
Pretty
this is the
neat.
wellness center.
It's the gym.
Or the gym, yes.
smoking area. So if you come in gym and you smoke, this is where you dump your cigarette butts. Right there.
So South 32 is the company that owns Mama Tuan and Wessels mines.
Yes.
And those are the two mines for Hotazel
Sure.
in the area.
It's interesting that South 32 is that owns the two mines. Eh?
Yes. But the 60% ownership by Anglo American.
Okay.
If the information online is still accurate.
So this is not what I thought was a preschool and whatnot. All this is the rec club. There are such nice facilities here, but I first want to go into the restaurant and see what that looks like. For the children to play. I think this is where they practice their tennis. Got to keep the ball above that white line against the wall, if I remember correctly. And these are the tennis courts. They're very nice. Like a little boma. There's another one. So they've got beautiful trees here. A nice visit to the rec club.
Yeah. They must have a facility like that though.
Oh yes.
I think it's hard work they do.
And you see they're coming here for lunch now.
It is lunch. It's 2 minutes to 1.
Yep, they're coming for lunch.
Rodocrucietstraat. Oh, it must be all minerals and
Yeah.
crystals and I don't know what not. Okay, so Hotazel was established, one website says in the 50s somewhere and the other one says in the late 50s.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know exactly.
So it's in the 50s somewhere. See there, they're still busy with the fibre.
Oh yes.
I think these are the older houses. Check the established trees.
True. They might be in between the ones we saw first and the other ones that look very new to me.
Yes. See, there's a big speed bump.
Because 50 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's 70 actually. Over 70 then. If it was established in the 50s.
Yep.
Oh, this has got a Spanish vibe.
Townhouses.
No. They're smaller, eh?
Yeah. They're like attached. That's why I said townhouses. There's a Nyala.
On a bus stop.
Yeah.
I read an interesting little bit of history about Hotazel. They say that the area around Hotazel is pure Kalahari bush. And this is where the famous camel patrols, the old-time version of the police flying squad,
Yes.
used to traverse as they chased the bad guys and tried their best to register wandering sand bushman clans, which was a bit like catching mercury drops. One of those said bad guys was a desperado called Scotty Smith,
Yes.
who was the legend equivalent of Australia's Ned Kelly or America's Machine Gun Kelly.
Wow.
And they say Scotty Smith's specialty was fine horses. He could not resist the dubious lures of Kalahari horse rustling, but he was a cheeky one. He would even join in on search parties that were looking for him. I had a chuckle by
That's
myself.
funny. That is funny. These are more like townhouses. eh?
Yeah, I think so, babe. And they came even later, I would say.
They're the newer models.
Yeah, but they definitely smaller this side.
Yes.
Maybe for younger couples who don't have big families yet, and as their families grow, they go to bigger houses.
Yeah.
And I suppose seniority also.
Singles quarters, there it answers it all.
There we go. Tau, single quarters. All right. And a tau is a lion.
Yep. Hotazel Combined School.
Combined school. Okay. Buses are waiting.
For the kiddies to come out.
Yes.
So this is the Life EMS. So it's a medical center.
Okay.
But why is
Looks quite big.
why is it so secure?
I think all the mining companies' properties are secure, babe.
Okay, and there's no entry over there. I can't go in there. Okay.
It's quite big.
It is, eh?
But I mean, they need that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saw that. I was wondering. I thought that's quite cool.
Yeah.
It's like a bucket
It's a bucket, yes.
with manganese ore,
Wow.
not iron ore.
That's incredible.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Welcome in Hotazel.
So you say this is the main entrance to the town?
I would say, definitely. Look how nice it is.
Ah, very nice.
It wasn't so hot as what I thought it would be in Hotazel.
No, I did have to start doing the aircon here towards the end, shall I remind you? But it was a good visit. I am surprised that it's entirely a mining town.
I didn't know that.
And as we drove out, I saw they even have an airfield. So, yeah, it's quite a big operation here with the mines.
No, I'm glad we came.
Very interesting.